Take me down.
All right, listen. I've had my fill of bad music today. I don't need you singing on top of it. Thank you.
Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. Guys, this is a special day because it is not only bike day, but I don't know if any of you guys have seen this model quite yet.
We don't do bike day.
Well, look, hey, we've got a brand new model out. This is one of the first for 2025. No information is on this bike yet, okay? We've looked everywhere, so hopefully we'll be able to give you guys some specs
We're gonna
to
be
kind
one
of
the first
expect.
ones, I think, and which is really good because I'm going to say this: your boys here have yet to ever sign any contracts with any company, so we're not usually the first in line to receive one. So while we might be late to the show on some bikes, just know that when we come to the show, we come legit.
Yeah, so guys, we bought and paid for this bike. This is the all-new Schwinn Axum FS. FS stands for full suspension.
I hope that's
squish.
what's in there. I'm not convinced.
We'll call
we
it the
haven't
full
seen
squish.
it yet, and there was no information. It was a picture, and it said what you're saying.
You're tripping, guys.
And that's it.
I don't know if there will be information out by the time you guys
the
watch
link
this.
to it,
It's
though.
crazy. $498. We bought it with our own money.
Maybe it
We
come
just
out
ordered
tomorrow.
it. Came out in a couple days. If you guys want to get your hands on this bike and help out the channel, we'll get a small percentage. You can check out the affiliate link in the
Cost you
description
no
below.
extra.
All right.
Cost you no extra.
So the Schwinn. It's the Schwinn. Wee.
We're gonna look at it. We're gonna put it together. We're gonna go over the pros and cons, the weight, the
this bike is
features,
for.
who it's for.
We're even gonna check out the head
positives and negatives.
head tube angle.
We're gonna try. I mean, we'll see.
Hey, I even got this. This is a industrial endoscope.
Oh boy, you're gonna
gonna
get up in it.
Oh, I'm getting up in it. Colonoscopies, you guys sign up. All right? Guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor. We don't ask for a lot here at Wolf Tick Videos. Look, get a buddy on your phone. All right? Share this damn video with one of your buddies. Let's make this a big video, man.
Well, yeah, but
share it.
Just give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed, and I'm good.
Can we open this thing and take a look at
And
it?
if you want one, make sure you go through our link. Then I'm even better.
Let's open it, guys.
All right.
I mean, wow, this is bad. This is a whole new level of evil right here.
You're gonna need the elbow pad.
Don't open your bikes like this.
Don't do what we do.
This is highly not recommended. Slash a tire, slash a line.
Well, we don't recommend things, so we can't really do a non-recommendation. We just say don't do it.
All right, guys. Riders 5'5" to 5'9".
Am I too tall for this? Should I get down here at your level?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh wow, that's weird. You live down here.
You can see everything. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's weird. Did not expect that.
What a nice orange.
Dude, it is like a. It's. I didn't expect that.
Look at this. It even comes like it does in the store.
Okay, well, try not to cut anything off yet. I want
Let's
everything
check
on
this out. Look at how nice that looks. Wow, what a bike, huh? That's a beautiful orange.
Try not to focus on this, but I kind of have to.
A little bit of sheen to it. A little bit of schwinn on the backside. What do you guys think the seat post is? I'm going to go to the 31.6. She's got to be a fatty.
Oh, I hope I'm not seeing what I think.
31.6 millimeter seat post tube. We're going to be going over everything. We're going to be weighing this bike, doing all the good stuff.
What was it? 31.6.
31.6.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a fatty. People will be fans of that.
And it's internally routed on the dropper. I can see that right now.
Okay, good. We have a internally routed dropper. Or internally
Which you
routed
just got
four
done
dropper.
saying you're kind of over.
Oh man, if
The
you guys watch
patrons know.
Yeah, patrons know, and some of you YouTubers know there. If you guys have some of our subscribers, if you guys checked out the Ozark Trail Ridge bike, the internal routing on that, oh my god, it took so long. Luckily there's editing. Let's get you guys a close-up shot of this thing. Look at the orange. That is beautiful.
It is definitely, I mean, oh, man, it sucks. It's the best it's ever going to look. What is that, burnt orange?
Oh, it's a total burnt orange. That's one of...
And it changes colors in the light, different dark and light shades with how the light hits it. I'm a little concerned about something I think I might be seeing.
Oh, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
God, if it is, that's going to...
Oh, no.
Am I seeing it
Oh,
wrong?
you're seeing it wrong.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, it's a T7L2 with a clutch.
Wow.
Guys, look.
But what I thought I was seeing, I'm trying to see that cassette.
Oh, it's a free hub.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a free hub.
Oh, thank
We were tripping
goodness.
out so much. Well, not tripping out. We were just,
Thank
we're like you
goodness.
guys are. We didn't know. People were saying this was a 7-speed. Well, I say people. The internet was saying this was 7-speed. So we started going through 7-speed stuff and we're like, man, that thing cannot have great gearing. It's probably a free wheel.
It looks like it does not have great gearing.
Oh my God. Does not have good gearing. We're going to be going through that.
We'll get to that.
But it's a free hub with a clutched derailleur.
Dude.
Oh, man, that was such a big deal. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I was so prepared to be like, hey, what are we going to do? We were talking about on the way home, what group set we can be putting on that bike, you think? Because
And I was
free
saying,
wheel,
I want it to be stock for a little longer.
Yeah.
And unless there's just something they really missed, they swung and missed on. So that's my whole thing, is because I kind of want to be able to ride it for what it is and get a good feel for it besides just a real-time review.
well, not only that, but it's $498. I mean, you start talking that money, it's like free wheel for that much money?
Well, if it would have been, yeah. But
had
every
it
time
been.
I hear 7-speed, I get worried.
So guys, as of right now, this bike is only available in a medium. This is supposedly a 16.5
Really?
inch frame. That's the only thing right now. And what I'm kind of excited about
Well,
is
we
this-
think all the stuff we're saying right now is speculation.
yeah,
'Cause
well,
we don't know.
the side of the box says medium, like it's a model. It says model number, whatever, MD. So I'm excited about that because I'm hoping maybe this thing will come out in some different sizes for a bunch of different riders.
Well, I do see a big old M right there, so.
Oh, yeah. Yep, 16.5 inch.
Okay.
Okay. I'm hoping the standover is going to be good. Again, for all you guys out there, I'm 5'5".
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that frame was scratched. This is going to really bother me if this frame gets
and
scratched.
it's going to, and it's going to suck. 'cause,
Tilt
man,
it my
that
way
is
a little
so
bit.
nice.
Listen, do not discard. There's
Yeah.
important stuff in here.
Apparently, parts inside.
I swear, you do too much with this damn knife. You know that?
Are you
I was
serious?
watching all of our footage back. You do so much. You do the most.
We just went through that.
Because
Yeah,
I cut you one time?
no, you cut me, but you've either stabbed me or cut me 3 times. We just went over this. Were you not listening?
Look at the pedals.
Let me poke you 3 times and let's see how you act.
Schwinn branded plastic.
You and you and all that. Then I gotta stop saying that word. You're gonna have to bleep it out, probably.
Hey, a little 9mm quick release for the front fork, and I know it's gonna be a downside to some people because there's other bikes out there that are full squish right now that come with a boost. All right.
Can you just say through axle? Because they're not all
axle.
boost.
Look at that. A bunch of zip ties. Right? A bunch of zip ties there because this bike does not have internal routing, which I'm surprised with. I didn't know that.
And I prefer a through axle if you're going to be upgrading the fork quickly.
Well, let's look at this fork, and then what we're going to do, guys, we're going to put this thing on the bike stand, and we're going to talk about it a little
Man,
bit.
you were out of focus a lot on that last one, so you need to make sure that focus box is where it needs to be.
I do a
Right
lot.
now, huh?
I do a lot.
You do a lot what?
There's like a lot I deal with. Cameras. I'm a camera guy. Like I've been a lot of camera experience. Tapered head tube.
Dude, you're just flapping away over there. Nonsense.
All right, let's talk about this fork. I mean, I'm not going to start talking crap, right? We have to do a real-time review on this, which we're going to be doing
Yes, please.
here soon. So make sure you guys turn those notifications on because we're going to be riding this thing. We're going to be talking about it, doing a once-over. It just looks to be a regular coil with 2 preload knobs. I don't know if there's any lockout on this thing. We'll check it out here in a minute. We've got pretty cool
something
black
that-
stanchions.
that's somewhere we read something that had lockouts, so that would be.
Oh, it did, right? Yeah, it might, Dad. I don't know. I
Okay.
just see.
We'll see.
knobs here.
We'll look at that when we get it out of here.
Yeah, tapered head tube. This is such. I can't stress enough how pretty this color
is.
It is gorgeous.
But you know what though? It seems like we did a lot with all the bikes these days, but most of them are really good looking bikes. The thing is
oh, they really are.
you have to see them in person to really appreciate them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Although we didn't really have anything to go by on this one.
Let me show them this. This is what you pointed out. I mean, not to mention the coil shock there, but you guys see the big old M, and just look how pretty this paint job is.
That sticker's peeling off.
I know. I was thinking about taking it off. Well, it was easy access to take off.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
After we
is that
get
a
shots
swing
of it,
arm?
lifetime warranty sticker.
Would you consider that? I mean, you got the rear triangle, but is that a swing arm or the?
I mean, you can call it whatever you want.
Okay,
How about
I'm
that?
gonna call it a swing arm. Thank
Yeah,
you.
people get all upset, and they say, "Oh, it's a this, it's a that." Listen, it is what you want it to be.
All right, let's get this thing on a bike stand for you guys, and then we're going to discuss it. I want to look at those tires. I want to see what size they are.
I can tell you right now, they're definitely not going to be your favorite tires with the tread pattern, but that's all right.
All right, let me grab this. I'm going to take this with me.
Yeah, take that.
5'5" to 5'9" is good. I mean, like I said, I'm 5'5", and I'm hoping the standover is going to be good on this thing. Oh, it's got some cool features back here.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it
I've
now.
never
Let's get
seen
it
that
all
before.
put
I mean,
together.
we don't have a lot of full suspension bikes.
No, we only have a few.
That's going to be so helpful when we upgrade this thing. I don't want to tell you yet.
Yeah.
That is cool. Look at this tire real quick. It's got a damn cool feature on there. It's really neat. Okay, so is that a 160 up front?
It does look like a 160.
That's a 160. Excuse me, that's a 160. What are they doing?
180.
I know, it's an Axum. And the tire size,
But we'll get to that later.
we'll get to it later. You want to say it right now? It's a 2.4. What the hell?
I think you're getting it confused with the 27.5 bikes.
I don't think so.
I don't think we've ever had a 29 or 2.6 bike.
Can you hold that? Yeah, the Axum was originally 2.6. Oh, yeah, 27.5, you're right. Well, guys, I don't know. LeBron photo.
Not.com?
Let me know in the comments. You have an Axum. When it was original, was it a 2.6 or a 2.4? I know I'm thinking about, you're right, the 3 bikes that we have, Mongoose Ardor frames, you know, those builds, those all came out with the 2.6 stock. Guys, let's get this thing built up and let's talk about it.
The 2.6 and the 29 is really big.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Guys, here we go with the Axum FS by Schwinn, the all-new full suspension model. Again, beautiful color. I am such a fan of the paint job, and these are decals. You know, a lot of people always ask, hey, are those, is that painted or is it decals? They're decals, excuse me, that are cleared over. You can kind of see the outlines of them, which kind of bothers me a little bit when that light's hitting it. Not a huge deal,
I don't
but
have a problem with it.
well, at least it's a nice paint job. Burnt orange, we're going to call it. First thing we're going to do on this bike, before we start talking about it, we got a bunch of B-roll shots for you guys, so don't you worry. We're going to be doing a magnet test. Now, something that interested me on the site, one thing it did say was fully aluminum. Does that mean that the rear triangle back here
It says fully aluminum? Or
says,
I think it just said aluminum frame.
no, it says fully aluminum.
Yeah.
So, magnet test, the bar,
bar
steel.
steel.
The stem is aluminum. The forks are going to be steel. Okay, even the lowers are steel. Let's go the crank arms. Oh, aluminum. The chainring, steel.
Steel.
Okay, let's do the frame. I don't want to scratch it. Look how much I'm caring about this.
Yeah.
Frame is aluminum. Seat post tube is aluminum. Now let's check out the rear. Ready? It's aluminum.
Check the bottom, check the chain stay.
Now, the little swing arm action here. Wow, is that magnesium or aluminum?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't get stuck to. The design back here is pretty neat. I'm curious on how that's going to... We're going to get a bunch of cameras on this thing. Don't you guys worry. I'll be able to put enough camera room back here to actually get a shot from the backside too. I'm curious how all that's going to work together. We're going to be talking about the group set, and let's just say climbing is going to be a pain in the... Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge.
You're going to get your cardio in.
Now, one thing I do want to say is one of the cool features that it has.
Okay.
Look over here. I got a B-roll shot and I'm going to tell you about it. You have to look from that side, if you can. This actually has a... Go ahead and read that right there. I'll show the B-roll of it.
Sag indicator.
And look at the percentage right here on the line.
I'll be dang. That is cool.
It's so cool. It has a built-in little sag indicator on it.
That's I've never seen that.
Isn't that neat?
I'm sure it's on a lot of bikes. Never seen it before. Not at this price range, I'm sure.
We are going to be doing a drop test because this group set, the derailleur, has a clutch on it. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the group set while we're talking about the group set. All right. The group set is going to be the L2 T7S. All right. Now the shifter.
What's the shifter? What's the
It's the same
is it
thing.
Same?
Yeah,
okay.
it's the same.
So it's matching.
The shifter is super sleek. Feel that shifter. We're just doing a one camera shoot this shot.
Yeah.
It's really sleek. It's hidden up in there, which is surprising for a budget group set. You know.
No window. Right?
Yeah, no window at all. Now it is a double shift. It's a thumb shifter bolt. There's no index shifter, which is kind of a pain in the butt.
Well,
I don't really like the non-index.
Are you breaking down? Are you going to break it down in groups, or are you just going to go over it?
The rear derailleur back here is the LT 7-speed TS7 to match with the shifter up there, and it does have an on and off switch. Something that does bother me about the on and off switch for the stabilizer or the slash clutch is it's really poppy. You know, it doesn't really seem like there's tension being put on there like some other ones do, but we'll find out. Shimano definitely has that tension feel to it. SRAM has the tension feel to it. And then the micro shift, that one is the stabilizer. That thing is really, really, you can feel it lock into place. So,
but we'll reserve judgment.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the aluminum crank arms are 170 millimeter crank arms. I kind of wish, despite being a medium, that it had 165 or even smaller. And come upgrade time, I believe we do have some 165s. So we might just be throwing those on here with a basher guard, maybe some crank arm protectors as well. All right. So we've got that. Now the chain ring. You count it as a what?
I count it as a 30.
It's a 30 tooth chain ring. Okay. But wait till you guys get this. This is a free hub. Okay, it's a free hub. It's a 7-speed.
So we're good on that.
We're good on that. Now, what that really helps out with is not having to buy a free hub wheel in order to change out your group set, because we're going to want to do that, guys.
Pretty quick.
This cassette back here is an 11 to 28 tooth. 11 to 28
I didn't know
tooth.
they made an 11 to 28
No.
in that in a 7-speed. That's a free hub.
That's road bike territory.
That's a cassette.
It's road bike territory is what that is. It's road bike territory. It's crazy. Yeah, totally crazy. Let's go ahead and talk about the wheel set. Now, this is a 29er, both front and rear. We're not doing any type of mullet action, okay? But what I do like about it is it's a nice blacked out wheel set with that really clean looking Schwinn decals, both top and bottom on it. Now they are drilled out for Schrader. Again, we like that because you can fit a Presto or a Schrader. You know, just put something on your frame, put a little frame strap, put something in your fanny pack, you're good to go. Get yourself a Wolfstick Videos fanny pack while you're at it, okay? We've got that with the Schrader drilled. Now this is going to be a 29 by 2.4 inch tire, okay? I want a 2.6. These tires...
Not on a 29er.
Well, the thing that sucks is these won't be able to hold a 2.6 because the rear right here, the chainstay is a little too close on the bottom half, so I think the biggest we can go is going to be a 2.5. There's just not a lot of room. The top I was really happy with because I could fit a whole finger in there.
I think 2.4s are plenty on a 29er.
Yeah, so 2.4s, I'd like 2.5s. We'll figure it out as we go. Really good looking wheel set. Let's talk about the brakes, okay? The brakes are just mechanical brakes. A little disappointed, and the reason why is because the rotors, both front and rear, are 160 millimeters. There's no...
Did you double check to make sure?
double check.
I know the front looks like a 160 right off the bat.
Yeah.
The back's not a 140, is it?
No, the back is a 160. Yeah, talk about road bikes. Heck, they might have done that to us. Real quick, before we talk about something else, on the dropout, speaking of the brake area, the dropouts are really weak on the fork on this thing. They're like super thin steel. It kind of bothers me.
Well, let's talk about that on our positives and negatives.
Yeah, so we've got that. And then, what do you call this area back here where your chainstay goes into your rear dropout?
Where are you at?
I don't know what this is called. I guess your little pivot point. The pivot points on this look pretty beefy. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, up here on the little swing
We don't
arms,
know if they're ball bearing or bushing, right?
No, have no clue. I mean, that'd be the last thing. What I can say is there are plastic nylon spacers in between that are like clear looking. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That sounds like it's going to be bushings.
The other good thing, I guess we'll talk about the positives too, is the derailleur does have a derailleur hanger. You know, speaking of that stuff. Let's go ahead and move on to the bar. Now, remember, guys, some more information may be coming out on Walmart's website. I looked for this bike on Schwinn.com. You can't find anything on it, just Walmart right now. Check out those affiliate links in the description below. What I'm getting at is the measurements may be off as far as the stuff we're fixing to talk about.
We're kind of winging it anyway.
There's no information on the site. So the bars we measured out, we come up with a conclusion of 760 millimeters.
Ish.
Which is it does look 760.
It looks like a 760.
It's a nice wide bar, so I do like that with a maybe 10-degree rise or so on it. The stem is a 50 millimeter stem, got the caliper tool out. 50 millimeter stem with a 31.8 millimeter clamp. Here's a 4-bolt stem, and that looks to also have about a 7 plus or minus angled on there, so that's always a good thing. I like 50s or below whenever it comes to just a real sporty bike, and this bike's the wheelbase does look long. We are going to be getting the geometry of the bike,
well, we're going to do our version of
the
it.
slack out.
I don't know how accurate that's going to be either.
We're going to be checking that out. But on the sport bike, I really do like to make sure I'm kind of on top of the wheel as opposed to sitting over it. So they've done a good job there. And again, real-time review will tell all. Let's talk about these these grips. They are, I guess, I don't know if that's a lock-on. I guess it is a lock-on grip. It's only got one lock on the side there.
So it's a single lock grip.
It's a single lock grip. They're super thin, which I'm a fan of, and I'm just hoping that we'll get any whiskey throttle on the trails. Let's talk about the fork here. This is an interesting part of this bike. So on the website, it does say that the fork has lockouts, and these are just preload knobs. I hate these preload knobs because it never seems like you hit a wall. You don't ever stop.
Yeah, they're kind of funky.
Yeah, and sometimes while you're riding, I know a lot of you guys experience this with some of these Walmart bikes, you go out to the trails, you start hitting them hard, and you're like, man, I need some more preload. Is it the minus? Is it the plus? You start turning it, next thing you know, one of them just completely gets loose on you. And that's probably what's going to happen with this fork. It's a Schwinn branded fork. Again, it's steel coil fork. 100 exposed millimeters of travel on the stanchion.
Doesn't mean that's what the travel is.
It's probably more like an 80.
Exposed stanchion, not travel.
Yeah, the exposed stanchion. Now, the stanchion width came in at a 28.9, so it's a 29 millimeter,
yeah,
which is super skinny.
I've never even heard of that. It's either 28 or 30.
Yeah,
you know
something nice with this this bike. It's a tapered head tube. You know, we've got a
yeah, you keep mentioning stuff that.
Well, I'm just saying we got a slide fork. You know, I mean, it'd be great on this thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll worry about that another time.
Tapered head tube. The fork again. It is the headset is a Preston headset, and it is a ball bearing headset, which I kind of wish for $498 they put a sealed bearing kit in there. You know, it just I can feel it. You know, you can feel it. And for those of you guys that say, well, those things have been around forever.
Positives and negatives.
They have been around forever, but damn.
We just need to talk about what it has. We'll save some stuff for positives and negatives.
All right, next thing we're going to talk about, before we get to the shock, I did want to mention, well, we'll wait for the positives and negatives.
Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about the rear shock here, or the, yeah, I guess it's a rear shock, right? Exposed stanchion, and I know nothing about these. The exposed stanchion is 60 millimeters.
Yeah, I'm going to guess. Now, I don't know much about them either, but I think 38's pretty common on travel.
Okay.
Because with the geometry, that translates to like
it'd be
120 or something. I don't know.
It'd be impossible for that stanchion to shoot all the way up into there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so, we don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just a straight coil, right? Nothing,
yeah, straight coil, nothing special about it.
Is that preload adjustable? Looks like
it is an adjustable preload on there. So I'm glad you said that. Adjustable preload. Now let's talk about the seat post. The seat, pretty clean. I like the little bit of sheen, Schwinn on there. The seat post is a 31.6 millimeter, which is for some of the bigger riders, and a lot of you guys like that, more modern. Everything was all nice and tidied up with the zip ties. And speaking of which, tidied up with zip ties, it came with extra zip ties in case you want to run an internal dropper, because it is internally routed for a dropper. And it's interesting to say it's internally routed for a dropper because there's just a hole in the seat post tube, and then everything else after that will be external. So that's a little strange.
But you can run an internal dropper.
You can run an internal dropper, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can run an external, but internal because they do have the drilled out hole down underneath. But everything is going to be
Or you
exposed.
can run the ones that have the little handle on the bottom of the seat and not have to run anything.
Absolutely. You also have that option as well. But, man, very nice decals. They kept it classy. All right. It's nice and clean. The Axum FS up here on the top tube. I like it.
It's not overstated.
No, not overstated whatsoever. I love the width of the bottom tube and just the angles that they went with on this bike.
Axum always makes a good looking bike.
Yeah.
I mean, the Schwinn the Axum's always good looking.
No, for sure. This is what I would like to do. I would like to do the shift test. Okay, remember, we're going to weigh this bike. It's going to be pretty heavy. I want to do the shift test real quick. Let's not forget to get the geometry. Let's see if we can get that old Klein tool magnet to work over here. Old Stinky Gringo himself. We're going to put that in here. We're going to see what the slack is. And I do kind of want to do a Wolfman dyno. I want you to sit on this thing, and I want to get a shot of the rear shock to see how everything moves. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on. Let's do a shift test. All right? Off position on the clutch.
Are we going to turn it on for this?
No, we'll just keep it off for this.
Oh, I think we should turn it on.
Okay, we'll turn it on for this.
Thank you.
We are in first gear. Now remember, one by. All right, first gear.
All right. That's not a good start.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I only clicked it once and it went on there.
Stop clicking it.
I'm not clicking it at all. I'm not touching it.
Well, something's wrong.
You keep turning the wheels. What's wrong? That's not starting off good. And that torque disc is way spaced out.
Yeah, you think it would work. Third gear. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh.
Okay, that was clean.
I hope that was the only hiccup.
Okay, that's one click.
Okay.
Click. 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 Click.
Okay.
All right. Now fast. Ready?
Go down as fast as it'll go.
Okay. And now full pulls. Ready?
Full pull.
Full pull one.
Went from first to fourth, or from seventh to fourth. and second, and first.
All right, no more derailments.
All right, that was a kind of a little bit of
It's rough.
a start a little
But
rough.
you know, after we shifted it through, it didn't do it again, so we'll have to see. Make sure you watch your real-time review. Are you ready for a shift test?
All right, guys. A shift test, huh?
I mean, a drop test?
Let's say, damn, we're going backwards.
We can ride it real quick.
All right, but let's do a drop test. We're in third gear, and the derailleur the clutch is on. Oh, no, we got to do off first.
Oh, yeah.
She's off. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Dude, that back just set.
Thing is not bouncy.
It didn't even bounce, guys.
Damn. Jeez.
Holy crap.
Dang. Just plants.
Okay.
All
right, now let's go on.
You want to keep same roll?
Yeah.
All right, on.
She's on. Okay.
Okay.
Look, once we do some, I'm excited. Once we do some upgrades of this thing, rear air shock, front fork. Did you guys hear the back just completely stop? There was no bouncing. It just, boom,
Yeah.
boom. That was a trip. That's better than the hardtail. I mean, obviously, but you know what I mean. All right, let's do the standover real quick.
Yeah, stand over, and then we got to do a drop test. I mean, a weight. Jeez, I can't think.
Okay,
Weight.
well, there's no inch in the crotch.
There is no room.
But-
I mean, you've got no room for error there.
No room for error. But what I do want to say is I'm
Did you ever talk
standing.
about the brakes, by the way?
Yeah. There's not much to talk about there. What I will say is I'm standing right here, and this cockpit feels really good size. I'm about to sit up on the seat and see how it feels. We're going to talk about this on real-time review, but I just want to do this. Yeah, I like it, man. This thing in a smaller frame, I think would be too short. That reach would be
You
just
think
too
so?
tiny.
Well,
I
it
honestly
says
do.
5'5" to 5'9".
Yeah,
so
I'm
it does say
5'5".
that.
I honestly feel that would be too small and cramped.
Let's get
If it's
shot of
if
you
it's a
on
small,
there. You don't look. Yeah, the bike doesn't look way too big for you.
I'm gonna jump up and down. All right.
Oh boy. I don't know
Ready?
if this is good. You don't get hurt for a real-time review.
Oh,
Whoa,
bar
no, you're
spins.
not.
Bar
Yeah,
spin.
let's you know what that let's take that as a sign.
No, I didn't.
No,
type
let's
no
take that as a sign that you need to just not do that. How about let's just take it as a sign.
No, come on.
Oh, this is what I deal with.
Ready?
You know that is telling you just to knock it off.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, she's bouncy.
Are you done being an idiot?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying
it's
to move my
perfect.
leg.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready?
Drop it like it's hot.
Well, it's pretty damn tight. I mean, it's not dropping like it's hot.
You know what's crazy? It's that tight and it died that much when we
tight.
smashed
Yeah,
it.
it needs to be loosened up.
Yeah.
It's a little too tight.
All right, let's check out the slack on this thing.
So we're looking at 67.5 probably. That's what I said. I said it's probably 67.5.
Okay, so it's showing 67.7.
I'm going to guess it's around 67.5. 67.6 now. I'm going to guess it's around 67.5.
67.5?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we got all that down. Now, we got to weigh this.
Oh, it's heavy.
She's a heavy girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my professional opinion. Oh, 37.
Oh, you're... Yeah.
37.89.
Let me get on that real quick. Oh no, that's a. I'll be in the middle. I'll go 39. I'm going 39. I see a 4 up there.
Oh my gosh, guys.
I see a 4.
It's 40.06. 40.06
Let's
pounds.
get the UKers their measurement, please.
Damn UKers. 18.17 kilograms.
They're all spitting their tea out.
Damn wankers. All right, guys, so now is the time for positives, negatives, and who this bike is for. Can we talk about the negatives first?
Yeah, if you want, let's start with negatives. You go ahead and start rattling off of your negatives now.
All right, negative is going to be the Groupset. Now, it is a free hub, but the Groupset. That's a shame because
Group set or the cassette size?
the cassette size.
Because we don't know about the group set doesn't seem too bad yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. The cassette size. I mean, 11 to 28 tooth, and this is a full suspension, no lockout, no lockout. Climbing is going to be woo, woo like this.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if you don't adjust that rear shock, you don't have to worry about it taking momentum away.
I'm going to loosen that sucker, don't you worry.
Okay.
So that's going to be a downside for me. The big negative for me, though, is me being mainly us here in Arkansas. We have some amazing trails, and there's a lot of downhill stuff, and I enjoy the crap out of downhill. You guys know that. Seat post tube. This right here.
Is that all the way down?
That's all the way down.
Oof.
And from the top of the clamp up to the point right here, not even up to the seat, but up to just barely right where it starts to mount to the saddle, is 4 inches. There's 4 inches there. It sticks up so high.
4 inches is fine.
You can't drop that sucker down, so that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we're starting with negatives. It's kind of weird.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
That's a big pain in the butt. I don't like that it does not have a front 180. That bothers me. This is a big, heavy bike, and cooling is going to be necessary. And I'm worried that
on the rotor.
Yeah, that the rotor. These are flimsy rotors. It's a heavy bike. There's going to be a lot of downhill. I just think that they could have really given us a 180 up front.
My negatives are going to be the tire tread. Number one, this bike is obviously supposed to be designed for off-road, and those tires are not going to be good for it. I know they're more of a general purpose with light trail use. And honestly, the way this is equipped, it's only intended for light trail use out of the box. This fork is one of the worst forks I've seen. It is the worst fork I've ever seen on a $500 bike, period.
It's bad.
It is really bad, but I'll get to something about that in a little bit. I don't like the fact that the handlebars steel. I'll get to that as
that's
well.
Weird. Yeah, I didn't think
that
about
is kind of weird. The fork is like I said, is trash. It's really flimsy. The dropouts are super flimsy.
Yeah.
The stanchions. I mean, everything about it is not good. Like you said, you already harped on it. That gearing is going to be atrocious, especially for a 40-pound bike. It's going to be you're going to be huffing and puffing.
At least they gave us a 30-tooth round.
Yeah, at least it's a 30-tooth. I'm going to go positives first because I'm going to go on off all this, okay?
Okay.
So here's my thing on my take on why the negatives are the negatives.
Okay.
I think, and this kind of, I don't want to jump to who it's for, but I really believe that the reason they've cheaped out so much on certain things is this is the same price as a regular Axum DP was. Mm-hmm. It's a full suspension Axum, but you're getting it for Axum. Well, the Axum right now is what, $450 without the dropper?
I don't know.
I think it's around $450. So really, you're getting a full suspension Axum. Where are they going to get it down to that price? I can see why they're cutting the corners, right?
Yeah. And I'm not a full suspension professional, but I love this right here. Looks really beefy.
People say that that's a dated design, but I think it's fine. I mean, we don't care about that stuff. So I understand. So my positives, the look of this bike, the color is gorgeous. It is one of the most beautiful paint jobs on a bike. At this price, it has to be the best paint job.
It's really going to suck when we scratch it.
It is, because it's really gorgeous. The seat post size is nice. The fact that you can run an internal dropper on it's nice. It looks, the initial feel of the frame in the way it's put together feels good. I'm happy with the tire size. I know you're kind of iffy. I don't like the tires, but the tire size is good.
Yeah.
The group set is shifting good out of the box. We had that one little hiccup in the beginning, which is really weird. But then we went back and forth through the gears a few times. It didn't do it again. Really, that's probably, I like the overall package of, I think, from what my assumptions on how this has been going to be marketed and who it's going to appeal to. We'll get to that.
My last positive is going to be it has a sealed bottom bracket.
Yes.
It's not one of those cheap ones. It's a nice sealed bottom bracket.
And at this price, it should, the headset should be, sealed. But, it is what it is.
Real quick, I do want to give a big shout out to FedEx, because we always hate whenever, we give nothing but crap when it's bad, but nobody ever says anything when it's good. FedEx, you guys did a great job delivering this bike.
They got it here extremely fast.
Yeah.
And no damages. that we've seen.
Well packaged. No, the box was good shape.
It like the box had been taken care of. I will, FedEx,
Round
you
of
get a
applause.
hand, okay?
All right, who's this bike for?
This bike, I'm telling you right now, this goes off of what I was saying about the pauses and my assumptions on who they put this out for. I think this is squarely intended for somebody that is planning on doing upgrades really quickly. I think this bike, I think they cut the corners they cut because they know that's the first things that's going to go.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I really believe that when Walmart put this package, it was Schwinn, whoever, when they worked on this, they said the price point needs to be down. What can we do to get it down there? Because I want this to be in the hands of more people, and they're going to tinker with it anyway. We're a big part of that culture. We understand that. Most of our viewers understand that. And I really honestly believe they thought, why put a fork that's going to raise the price another $20 or $30 that they're going to replace anyway? Why put gearing that's another $20 or $30 that they're going to replace anyway? You got to think still a crap fork, but a little bit better one, a little bit more gearing, and this price tag probably goes up $100.
No,
retail.
you're right. You're right.
So I'd rather have this crap on here, because we're going to replace it eventually. I'd rather have the crap on there, and because it's throwaway parts.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this
So
bike
it's
right
for the
here,
person that's going to upgrade quickly.
I think this is for the guy that's been putting in overtime, wintertime, and looking forward to getting a new bike, and this just coming out and going, there's my bike. I'm going to buy that bike, and I have a bunch of money to do some upgrades.
Yeah, you're basically getting, to me, when you buy this, you're buying one of those builder's bikes. It just happens to come with all the cheap crap to get you on the road first.
Yeah.
But after that, they plan on you upgrading it really fast.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I agree with
wouldn't be surprised if Walmart doesn't package some sort of upgrade stuff for this.
Yeah, we might
I
check
wouldn't.
that out.
I'm calling it now. Let's see in the next few months if Walmart comes out with some kind of upgrade package for this bike.
All right, guys. Well, that was the Schwinn Axum FS, all brand new spanking bike, full suspension. I can't wait to do a real-time review on this. Hopefully you guys can either. Make sure you guys turn those notifications on, because we got the Ozark Trail Ridge that we have just got done putting all of the $380 into. We're fixing to do a real-time review on that. We got this thing. It is going to be such a good weekend coming up, so please tune in, all right? Get yourself a fanny pack of merchandise. You can get yourself a sweater, all that good stuff. We still got some cold days every now and then. But guys, we will see you.
It's cold now.
We will see you on the next episode. Share this video. Share it.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.